Good morning. This is your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. Seeing plenty of sun out there continuing this morning and still seeing those breezy northeasterly winds. Have not hit wind advisory criteria, staying just below that with our peak winds up around 24 to 26 miles per hour. Expecting a cool, below average temperature wise day ahead, and we'll see warming trend as we go through the weekend and into next week. If we take a look at the current surface analysis, we have that area of high pressure over New England that's keeping those onshore winds going through the region. Over the next couple days, we'll see that area of high pressure slowly migrate off to our east and then eventually to our south. And then as that occurs, we'll see those winds shifting and warmer air moving into the region. Additionally, this area of high pressure will help to keep things quiet and dry over the next couple of days. If we look at the upper level winds from this morning's sounding, we have those northeasterly winds near the surface. Becoming more northwesterly as we get up in the mid and upper levels. Not seeing too strong of winds through the column today with our peak wind of 44 knots at 25,000 feet. And the freezing level today is at 6,900 feet. If we look at our current visible satellite, we can see those mainly sunny skies across the local area, some additional cloud cover off to the west, northwest. Could see some of that stream through the area today, but not expecting that marine layer to move in as we were watching earlier this morning for that potential, but looking less likely at this time, so we'll likely just continue with partly cloudy skies through the remainder of the day. If we look at the European model here, starting zoomed out and taking a look at the long-term forecast, again, we'll see that area of high pressure slowly start to move off to the east of the local area as we get into the day on Saturday, as a warm boundary to our west starts to lift through the region. With that warm boundary, you're going to see some increasing clouds overnight tonight and through the day on Saturday. That's going to keep us slightly below average, but still warmer than what we'll see today. We'll see those winds shifting more southeasterly as we move through the day on Saturday, still remaining slightly breezy at times, but not expecting a wind advisory. Then as we continue through today, Saturday, we'll see that warm front boundary lifting through the region, mainly west of the areas where we'll see the potential for some shower activity, but that should stay west and north of the local region. Very slight chance we see an isolated shower making it down to our region, looking at about 10% or less chance of that happening. Otherwise, things continue dry as we move into the day on Sunday. Then we start to see that area high pressure setting up to our south. That's going to bring a more southwesterly flow into our region, and that's going to really start to ramp up those temperatures, where we'll actually see above average temperatures starting on Sunday, and that continues with that area of high pressure staying off the southeast coast. We'll keep those warm temperatures moving into Monday, and pretty much the remainder of next week will stay dry as we move through Monday. And then as we get into this warmer weather, we'll have that chance of seeing some afternoon to evening showers pushing through the area, particularly as we have some upper level energy waves that will be kind of passing through our region. Starting first on Tuesday, we'll have a low chance of seeing maybe a late afternoon, evening shower push through the area. As you can see, the Euro kind of indicating that here. European model a little bullish as we move through the day on Wednesday, not likely seeing rain holding through the day, but another chance of seeing some afternoon showers. And into the evening for Wednesday, we continue mild conditions as well. And as we move into the day on Thursday, much of the same, continued mild conditions and a chance of an evening shower or possibly even a storm through our region. And then our next better chance of more widespread rainfall starts to potentially approach the area as we move into the day on Friday, with a more substantial upper level wave moving over our region. So if we look at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, we did have that orange risk for winds at or above 25 knots as we move through the remainder of the morning, dropping down to a yellow risk as we get into the afternoon, expecting those winds to stay gusting around 24 knots as we move through the 24 knots or less as we move through the morning, and we'll see a gradual decreasing trend as we move through the day and into the afternoon. So still a chance of possibly seeing a wind advisory at times, but looking less likely as we progress through the day. We'll see our temperatures warming up to around 56 degrees this afternoon, and as mentioned, not expecting that marine layer really anymore this morning, so just seeing partly cloudy conditions as we continue through our day. Going into the evening, we'll see increasing clouds, particularly as we get past the midnight time frame. We'll see those winds lighten up a bit out of the east-southeast, 6 to 11 knots, allowing our temperature to fall to around 45 degrees for our low. And as we get into the start of the day on Saturday, we'll start to pick up a little bit of a gustier breeze out of the east-southeast. But again, expecting to stay below that wind advisory criteria. Seeing our tides running half a foot above normal, and looking at the extended forecast here, looks like a pretty good weekend. We'll see mostly cloudy conditions through the day on Saturday, so seeing our high just around 60 degrees. It's still below average for this time of year. Slightly breezy, but as we get into Sunday, we'll see those highs up in the 70s, in the low to mid 70s, and then seeing partly cloudy conditions through the day. Slightly breezy at times on Sunday as well. And as we continue into next week, Monday looks like a very nice day with a high temperature pushing 80 degrees and just partly cloudy conditions around the area. And then that pretty much continues as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday, but with the addition of those evening chances of a shower or storm pushing through the area with some upper level energy. So keeping those temperatures in the mid to upper 70s through the extended forecast here. And then as we get into Monday, some additional cloud cover. Or excuse me, not Monday, on Thursday we'll have some additional cloud cover around, but keeping the chance of an afternoon or evening shower. So that's going to wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again on Monday at 8:15 and 10 a.m. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend.